Hello and welcome to Smitty's. I am a wood cutting fanatic who loves to run a chainsaw. I run alcohol chainsaws, ported chainsaws, I race chainsaws, and I even run the occasional vintage. Now remember, I cannot do this without you. You're everything to the channel, so please remember, subscribe, give that thumbs up, leave that comment. Today, we are going to have a lot of fun. So how you doing today? Hey, I got quite an interesting video for you. We're going to be moving into some new projects, and I'm going to be showing you some of those projects. But I think you guys will be interested in it and as progress continues, because they may not be exactly chainsaw content. It's the kind of content that us kind of people, we kind of enjoy this stuff. So yeah, I'm going to kind of show you. But first, I got an update for you. Now, for those of you who came to see the 500i, we're making some cuts with it. This is a different bar and chain than I had on it previously, so I've been working on making sure this bar and chain is set up properly for whenever we run at Soulfest. So we're making some test cuts with it, making sure everything is just right. We want to make sure everything's just right for whenever we go to Soulfest. So I'm not going to make you wait for it. We're going to show it right now, the 500i. We're going to make some test cuts with it, and then after that, we'll get into this other part of the video that, only the chainsaw guys really want to see the 500i, right? That's why you came. For those of you who are interested in the more stuff, the extras, that's up after the 500i. So stick around if you're interested in the other things, the other projects that we're going to be getting into. So, alrighty, check it out. 500i, making some test cuts, and then we'll get into the rest of the video. Alrighty. I don't have a video to release about the chainsaw, the advanced chainsaw sharpening techniques and stuff. That's because I've been working on getting all the chain ready, getting it ground up and everything, because I'm going to make one session where I just do all the chains in one session. In fact, can you see? We've got chains hanging up back here. That's what's going on back there. I'm grinding up chain and getting them ready so that I can just take one session and run through all the chains. We're gonna finish the testing with that pulling counter vibe. Then after it's done, I will do all the chains again on another saw. Probably something a little bit bigger, a little hotter or whatever. And we'll see if the results change between that and something hotter. And then, then we're gonna go through and we're gonna try a whole other set of angles. And it's gonna be quite fun. But I got some projects coming and they're gonna be starting here in the next couple of weeks. So I think you guys will be interested. So let me kind of give you the rundown of what's going on. Alrighty. So up first here is the actual shop itself. As you see, we have no doors. That's gonna change. I'm waiting until after Sawfest, but after Sawfest is over, we're gonna look at putting some doors across here. And after that's done, I'm gonna look at putting Celotex up in the ceiling, as well as getting the wood burner installed. So we got some projects gonna be happening here with the shop. I'm hoping to put concrete in. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year yet, but I'm thinking I should at least get the doors and the Celotex in. That way I can heat the shop space. You know what I mean? But there's another project here we're gonna get into, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy this stuff more. So here you go. This is the field out back of the house. The farmer who'd been farming this, I spoke to him and we talked because I'm going to be taking the field back. He's been farming this for like 30 years and I do wish to take the field back. So I spoke to him and he asked me if I could hold off another year. He kind of needs it to feed his cows. And I said, that's just fine. We're going to hold off on taking the whole field back this year, but it doesn't mean something else isn't going to be happening, because this whole line of stuff down through here, and we're going to be doing a big project back there in the back in the corner. And then after we get the field back, we might even start on it earlier, but we're going to hit the tree line. So we might be dropping some trees, doing all sorts of cleanup up across there. It's a big project. We're gonna have some help. Muffler's coming up. Did you see the big tractor he has? He's gonna be bringing it up and we're gonna be using it. But I think this line here is gonna be first. We're gonna get a brush hog in there. So what do you say I take you back to the corner and I'll show you what we're getting ready to do. This is a bigger project back here. All right, so I'm standing in the back corner. We got some stuff that's going to be happening, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this. So kind of let me flip the camera around, show you the idea, show you the plan. Then you can give me some suggestions, maybe something you might think would work out better. But let me give you an idea of what we're going to be doing here. This is a project that's going to take a few years. We're going to nibble at it a little bit at a time. So the first big chunk of it, we are planning on starting here in the next month or so. I'm waiting for Muffler. Muffler just recently picked up this old antique tractor and he is currently working on it and getting it all up and running. And well, he's got it running. I mean, the thing runs, it drives and everything, but he's kind of going through the little issues, you know what I mean? Taking care of all those little things. And then he's going to come up and he's going to put the old antique tractor to work here on the property. And we're going to be getting video footage of it and everything. So you're going to get some other content. But we're going to be doing some more tree work here that doesn't involve cutting trees down and turn them into firewood. So check it out. Let me kind of give you the idea or the plan. Alrighty? Okay, we are standing out here at the far end of the field. How do you like that view? Huh? Ain't this a spectacular view? You should see it when the fall hits. It's just fantastic out here. Look at that skyline. But the project we're going to get ready to start here is this brush line. We're going to be cleaning that all up, planting the grass, and we're going to come through and we're going to be planting some trees. We're going to be doing some tree work, but we're not cutting them down, we're planting them. We're going to throw some dogwoods in about every 20 to 40 feet the whole way up through this line. And we're gonna clean all of this mess up and everything. And right about here, we're gonna cut a road in up into this briery mess. See, when Muffer gets his tractor done, he's in there working on this old tractor. He's gonna come up, he's gonna do some brush hogging and everything else. And we're gonna clean all of this up, get some grass growing. But this is going to be the Smith Campground, open to guests. You see this tree right here? Right about there? We're gonna put in a real small building, big enough for, you know, a couple of bunks or whatever. Nothing big or crazy, just small. I might even get one of those prefabricated sheds, one of the larger ones, and toss in there just to make it easier. But we're gonna be coming through here and we're gonna brush hog this whole section out. See, I own back through there another 100 feet or so, probably 200 feet, maybe more. And we're gonna clean this section up and we're gonna put it to use. We're gonna make like a campground out of it. Now the kids have been asking me for a tree house, asking me a lot. And we got a group of trees right here, back in here. Can you see them? I'm thinking about going in there and just making a simple platform style tree house. No roof, it'll just be a platform with walls and a ladder. I think we might do that for the kids as well. But what do you think? I know it's hard to see. These briars are 8-10 feet tall. It's hard to imagine, but this is our project. We're gonna brush hog this whole thing out, the whole way down through here. So we got some cleanup work to do. And there's a couple of trees in there that are gonna have to come down, a couple of dead ones. So we're gonna be taking some of them trees down. But this oak right here, he's gonna stay. And we're gonna try to put a building in there right next to him or somewhere in this area. And then after all that's done, we're gonna take this section of the field and throw in, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 little trees, like an apple tree, pear tree, you know, a couple of little fruit trees right here in this little hump. And then the rest of this is all gonna be turned into grass, this whole field. We're gonna turn the whole thing into grass. And then as the years go by, we got projects that we're gonna do to, you know, to improve it some more. Now this tree line here, we're gonna be working on this too. We gotta brush hog this whole thing out. We gonna have a bunch of debris in there to get rid of. We got trees in here that are gonna need cleared out. A lot of these trees are fine, but there's a lot in there that need to come out. You can see a branch sticking out down there. We had a little tree fall over at some point. It'll need pulled out of there. But let me take you down here, kind of give you a better view of this project we're getting ready to get started on. So here's another view from the tree line. You got some hickory there. There's where an ash fell over, and a cherry there behind it. There's a big locust over there. There's a bunch of them through here. I think we're gonna go after some of this locust, some of these other little trees. I think we're gonna pull them out because this whole section is just consumed in vines. And I think we're gonna work at clearing a lot of this out. The vines are killing the trees is what's going on. They're starting to get so out of control. They are killing the trees. So I think we might just go ahead through here and start cleaning all this mess up. And you can see how a tree fell down here, a little one. We're gonna clean that up. We're gonna push this whole thing in another probably 10, 15 feet, the whole way down along this upper side. And my plan is to create like a nice path from one end all the way down to the other. And I'm hoping to get at least 100 yards with a nice backstop sitting down here. That's what I'm hoping. So at least 100 yards. We'll see. So I like to play with the black powder sort of stuff. It's kind of a hobby of mine, and I'd like to have my own little spot for playing with it, you know. Might even stick a couple of little steel plinkers up through here. But look at this view from the field. The upper part of this field, down and around here. Yeah, Nice little campground back here. Dogwoods sticking up the whole way down along here. Thinking about putting another tree out there about where our testing area is. But I'm thinking about making it like an oak. Maybe out here about the corner of the shed or something. I'm thinking about throwing an oak in there. Let him grow up to be nice and big. We got some stuff going to be happening. So this field is going to be changing now as the years go by. So one more year, the farmer is going to work the field, and then we're taking it and we're going to get it all tilled up and planted the grass. But in the meantime, we got this whole line down through here. I bet you that's every bit of 12 or 15 feet wide there. That we got to go through, get all that cleaned up the whole way up. We got to put a road in, clear up that whole back corner. There's probably 100 feet or so there to go. And then this whole edge. So we got plenty of work. I think we got more than enough work here to last up into through the fall. And then in the spring, it'll give us plenty of time to get trees planted and all that sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna have a nice, cool project here. So what do you guys think? I'm really looking forward to this project. Really looking forward to it. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. Dad always had this, the farmer planting in this property or using this property to avoid from mowing it. Well, I know I'm gonna have to mow it, but it's gonna be so awesome in the end. There's so much more stuff I can do once I have it back. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be putting in a building here. We're gonna throw a little bit of livestock in, nothing crazy, but we're gonna throw a little bit of livestock in, start growing some stuff, and put in, I'm planning on throwing a big garden down here, all sorts of things. I'm so happy. I am so happy right now about this. But things are going to start changing here soon. This project is going to start in the next couple of weeks, and Muffer's coming up with his tractor. We're going to have a blast. We're going to start off with all the brush hog work, I think, and the scraper and planting some grass and stuff. I think that's where it's going to start. And I'm thinking I'm going to wait until all the leaves are down. So we'll be well into fall. Maybe even, I might even do it around Thanksgiving or so. After Thanksgiving, we might start dropping all these trees that we want to drop. What will happen is we'll probably drop them and drag them and put them in a pile. And then work them up, as time goes on. I don't think we're going to try to get it all cut and split and everything all at once. We'll probably just, the cleanup, just get them down first. And as you can see, there's a whole family. Can you see? There's a whole family of locusts right there that we're going to be taking. Whole bunch of them. And I'm looking at one over here behind you. The bark is all sprayed out, and it's from the vines digging in and just destroying the tree. There's a lot of vines in here. They're killing the trees, and we're going to clean all this up. It's going to be fun. Fun like work, right? We all like the fun like work thing. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. We're going to have some fun here with this project. And hey, I'll catch you on the next one. Later.